My wife cheated with her ex on our wedding day, thinking I never know now she's alone at the altar. I was getting married to Lisa, my girlfriend of 4 years. We met in college, moved in together after graduation, and I proposed on the beach where we had our first date. Everything felt perfect. The wedding was planned for October at this barn venue outside the city. Nothing too fancy, about 150 people, mostly family and close friends. We'd been planning it for almost a year. Lisa handled most of the details because she was way more organized than me. I just showed up where she told me to and signed checks. The morning of the wedding, I was getting ready in this small cabin on the property with my groomsmen. My best friend Jake was helping me with my tie when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer because I figured it was a spam call, but something made me pick up. The voice on the other end was female, shaky, like she'd been crying. She said her name was Melissa and that she was Lisa's coworker from the accounting firm. I'd never met her before, but Lisa had mentioned her a few times. She told me she needed to talk to me before the ceremony, said it was urgent and couldn't wait. My stomach dropped immediately. I asked what was wrong and she said she couldn't tell me over the phone. She was in the parking lot and needed 5 minutes. Jake saw my face and asked if everything was okay. I told him I'd be right back and headed outside. Melissa was standing by her car, mascara running down her face. She looked terrified. The second I walked up, she started apologizing. Said she didn't want to ruin my wedding, but couldn't let me marry Lisa without knowing the truth. My hands started shaking before she even said it. She told me Lisa had been texting her ex-boyfriend Derek for the past 3 months. Not just friendly texts either. They'd been meeting up, going to hotels, the whole thing. I felt like I was going to throw up. I asked how she knew and Melissa pulled out her phone, showed me screenshots of messages Lisa had accidentally sent to the wrong group chat at work. Messages talking about sneaking around, about how Derek was better in bed than me, about how she was only marrying me because I had a stable job and her parents loved me. The timestamps were from last week, 5 days before our wedding. But the worst part was the message from that morning. Lisa had texted Derek at 7 a.m. saying she'd meet him in the bridal suite at 9 for one last time before the ceremony. Melissa showed me the message. It said, "After today, I'll be stuck with him forever. Give me something to remember you by." I looked at my watch. It was 10:15. The ceremony started at 11. I asked Melissa why she was telling me this, and she said because Lisa had been her friend, and she watched her lie to my face for months. Said she couldn't stay quiet anymore. I walked back to the cabin in a daze. Jake knew something was seriously wrong, but I couldn't even form words. I told my groomsmen I needed to check something and headed toward the main building where the bridal suite was located. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I might pass out. I walked up the stairs to the second floor and found the bridal suite door. I could hear voices inside. Lisa's laugh. A male voice I didn't recognize. I turned the doorknob slowly. It wasn't locked. The door opened, and there they were. Lisa in her wedding dress, sitting on the couch with some guy's arm around her waist. They jumped apart the second they saw me. Lisa's face went completely white. She started stammering, trying to explain, saying it wasn't what it looked like. The guy, Derek I assumed, just stood there frozen. I didn't yell or make a scene. I just looked at Lisa and said, "Melissa told me everything. 3 months, hotels, all of it. You can explain to everyone downstairs why there's no wedding today." Then I turned around and walked out. I heard Lisa calling after me, crying, begging me to wait, but I didn't stop. I went back to the cabin, told my groomsmen the wedding was off, and asked Jake to make the announcement to everyone waiting in the ceremony space. My parents were confused and upset, but I couldn't deal with explaining it right then. I changed out of my tux, got in my car, and drove home. Lisa tried calling me 47 times that day. Her family kept calling too. Her dad left a voicemail saying I was making a huge mistake over a misunderstanding, but there was no misunderstanding. I saw them together. I read the messages. A week later, I got a long email from Lisa saying Derek meant nothing and she loved me and wanted to fix things. I blocked her on everything. Found out later that she actually stood at that altar for 20 minutes waiting, thinking I'd come back and we'd work it out. My mom said half the guests left when they realized what happened. The other half stayed for the food since it was already paid for.